we had the City Edition jersey. Now, these are released every single year, and Nike has been taking the helm on just trying to get some sweet jerseys out there each and every single year, try to improve on the previous ones, and we'll dive into them. Let's dive into them. Let's jump in and see what we got. All right. By the way, we have some games going on tonight. New Orleans absolutely blowing the doors off of Detroit right now by almost 20 points. We have Utah and Orlando just kicking off, almost done with the first quarter. Philadelphia winners against Toronto, 114-99. And the Phoenix Suns and the San Antonio Spurs have a little rematch from the other night where they were talking, where everyone was talking about Victor Wembanyama. He had that last-minute putback, and then the last-minute heroics by the Spurs get that last game winner. So this is a little rematch here. NBA TV holding that game down, so I might catch that after this. But let's dive in to some of these jerseys. Now, we're going to dive and we're going to do like a little tier list here because we have a little tier maker that we're going to be putting these in and ranking each and every single one from S tier all the way down till A, B, C, D, and F. So, hey, here we go. Riley, got my first peppermint mocha of the season today. You know what? Is it still? It's not. Pumpkin spice is over now that Halloween's done, right? Pumpkin's out. That's not the thing anymore. Now we're into the peppermint mochas, the peppermint cold brew, and all those Starbucks. Yeah, they hook it up. They do their holiday drinks right. All right, so let's start out here with a couple jerseys. And we're starting out with Boston here. Boston is going in, and we're going to talk about this one a little bit. This, surprisingly, is a little bit lighter on the eyes. The problem, and we're going to rate these, so you guys are going to help me. We're done being pumpkin sluts. Now we're peppermint sluts. It's true. Yeah.
True.
So, all right. Boston. And maybe we'll rate these too. I'll have you guys help me out. But I guess these just seem kind of bland. I mean, the side gold, the green. I like the colors of them. It just seems kind of meh. It doesn't blow me away. The problem is if you've seen these, again, this might be one of the better ones of the bunch. So let's go ahead. Let's rank this Boston one here and see where it lands on our tier list. So let's go ahead, pull this up. Boston. I would say I'll give them a B. I'll give them a B just because I'm just like, I don't know. I think that there could be more to it. I mean, add the clover to it. Add something. I don't know. It's missing something. I don't know. All right, so there we go. Boston. We'll give it a B for Boston. Next up, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, by the way, a little closer view. It's fine. Little gold, little green. Chicago Bulls. This one's rough, huh? Chicago Bulls. This is you kind of get the marquee sign, the marquee Chicago Bulls kind of vibe from the old Chicago play, right? I get what they're going here. They got the black, the red, but like this is kind of rough too. The dark it's just like you could have gone so many different routes. I feel like a light version of this. Maybe put like a skyline in there somewhere, like Chicago skyline. I mean, I know Denver Nuggets typically do the skylines. We'll get to them in a little bit, but like this looks like kind of like a bootleg Chicago jersey or like a bootleg Toronto Raptor jersey that didn't quite make the cut and it's just kind of here. Let's go ahead. Let's rate this one. This one, Chicago. Oof. This looks like a Chicago jersey you'd find on Wish. True. Exactly. 100%. I think this. Oh man. There's some bad ones here. Let's give this one. There's just no imagination to this. Let's give it a D. Let's give it a D. This it's not great. Mid D tier. Yeah, 100%. Riley, it only gets worse from here. All right, let's keep going. All right, here are my boys. We've historically had some decent Skyline jerseys. The light one was fine. This is trash. This is absolutely, they missed. I mean, bruh. This one sucks, to be honest. So you already have numbers on this jersey with the number of the player actually, right? So you have like a bunch of sets of numbers. It doesn't make sense. Lettering looks weird, but the color scheme for Chicago. Yeah, color. It's so dark. That's another theme with some of these. They go dark on all of these jerseys. They're so dark. And I'm like, we couldn't have some light jerseys this year? It's like the theme. There's slanted fonts and dark jerseys are the theme. Real. But I don't know where they were going for either. They have the 5280, which is, 5,280 feet above sea level, but you can't make out the mountains in the background. They're too dark. At least brighten them up a little bit. There's too many numbers. It almost looks like you have a number of the player that's way too big of a number. Like, oh, you get to pick your numbers like in elementary school and you're like, I want the number 208. And it's like, that doesn't, it's like, yeah, those are supposed to be mountains back there. It's too dark. I hate the black. This is on the same tier as the Chicago one, in my opinion. This one's brutal. Drop the ball, Nike. I think this is a D. I mean, I don't even know if it can get into the C range. You can't even, yeah, it's a D. You can't even see the mountains. That's the whole thing. It sucks. All right, let's let this train wreck continue to roll down the tracks. Oh no, another one. Another black jersey. Detroit has so much history. They have so much about their city. And I mean, black with the pinstripes, this just doesn't do anything. This is the most, I don't know where the font came from. The slanted font. We have the first slanted font. And I don't even know what they were going. It doesn't even look like they didn't dot the I. Should they have dotted the I in this? It looks like Detroit or something.
Random Lakers player of the stream, Wayne Ellington.
Yeah, Wayne Ellington. Thank you, P3. There's so much in that city, but they just went with slant text on a plain ass jersey. Yeah, it looks like one of those Kroger brand or generic brand. Like, you know how when you go to King Soopers and they have like the generic brand of a jersey, or if you go to like Ross or something, I'm telling you, there's nothing that tells me that this is the city of Detroit. Of all the history of Detroit, nothing. This might be our first F of the day. I mean, this is rough. And we can move these around. Maybe we have like 2 or 3 adjustments as needed. At least make it a lighter color and slap the car motor. Yeah, slap something on there. Detroit. I mean, it kind of fits with all the other... You know what's weird is it kind of fits with all the other black jerseys. But at least like Chicago, you can tell there was like going for the Chicago marquee sign. The Denver Nuggets, at least they had some like mountains in the background that you can't see. This has just the word Detroit in slanted font. I think this is an F. So, all right. So there you go. There's Detroit. Let's keep rolling through. San Francisco, more slanted font. But we got the wavy slanted font. The wavy slanted font. There was sort of an attempt on the other D tiers. There was no effort put in. Yeah, 100%.
Roger.
San Francisco. So Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors, they have the Golden Gate Bridge. They have all these different things that bring the city. Another black jersey, by the way. Another dark jersey. We're on our third. This is our fourth straight dark jersey. But now we have just it's lazy. Doesn't this feel lazy? Like San Francisco. It's not like it's. I would have appreciated if they would have just not done the wavy and just done like the roundabout, kind of like we saw in the Boston, where it just kind of arches over the number, maybe. But still lazy. There's nothing that is added to this jersey to make it anything special. I don't even know. This is kind of we got to grade this the same as we did Detroit. We got to grade this the same as we did Detroit. I tend to prefer darker colored jerseys, but at least make them visually interesting. This looks like it belongs in the first slide of a college student's PowerPoint presentation on a boring topic. Yeah, it's like a trash PowerPoint presentation that, like, you know, the motion of the text waves itself in, animates itself into the slide, right? No. This feels lazy too. And if we're grading on the same scale, let's be real. If we're grading this on the same scale as Detroit, it's almost exactly the same. You got dark jersey, pinstripes, slanted font. It's the same. It's the same jersey. Just instead of it's bad. This ain't it. I'm glad you are agreeing with me, because when I first saw these, all right, let's keep going. Little close up in case we didn't see how ugly. Oh no, they added a little the little pinstripe there underneath the number. They just to make sure we added a little flavor.
Bruh.
Come on, man. What are we doing here? Ugh. All right. Oof. All right, here we go. Los Angeles. Can't be too cool though. Got to make it barely visible. Yeah, this screams. I don't even know what it like. This is so visually unappealing. I have no idea how to even evaluate this. The Los Angeles, it's split on one side. The A and the N. The N is the peak of the text. It just looks so busy. Another dark jersey. This one kind of works with the purple and the gold a little bit better than some of the others. But this is just like someone approved these. They look like stuff you would get at like a flea market. Like, yeah, like that. These don't look. If I were to tell you these are real, you would be like, wait, what? The Los Angeles, like even the spacing looks funky under the 23, the Lakers. I like the purple pinstripes. That's kind of nice. It's kind of fun. It's different. But like this is brutal. This is what look like knockoffs. It's so true. I know what it is. It looks like they forgot the N and just threw it up top and hoped no one would notice. It's weird. And then the spacing between Los and Angeles, this ain't it. This is, you got like this elevator, like pyramid scheme thing going on here. This has it's confusing. So based off of this, I would say, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's D tier. Moose Fanatics and their jerseys and shit. Yeah. I'm telling you, these Nikes, I've seen a lot of City Edition jerseys. There's been some interesting ones. I think they were going for Mountain, but it just comes up as what the fuck. Yeah. Well, and I don't even think they were going for Mountain, which is the craziest part. But for like at least it was a little bit different than slanted font on a dark jersey. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt on the Lakers jersey. All right, let's keep rolling. Milwaukee Bucks. Okay. At first when I saw this one, I was like, okay. I saw it from a distance. It's kind of like an Oasis. It looks great from a distance. Not a black one. Automatic. But hear me out on this one. This one, it's like you are crossing the desert, right? And in the distance you see palm trees and an oasis. You got nice water, everything else. And then as you get closer, it just disintegrates into being something completely different. And it just, all of the hope that you had that this was going to be a good thing just disappear into the ether. And it turns into something that you would get from like this looks like something you would get at like a TJ Maxx or like a Ross dress for less. And it just, I like what they did with the motion of it, like the streak across. But when you get closer, this just looks like a cheap kid's jersey that is off the rack. You know, you buy your like 2 or 3 year old, nephew, and you're just like, hey, here's a little tank top. Here, throw it out there. It's like meat crawling through the desert. He sees a table of water. And the next panel, he crawls past it because it's designed. Yeah, exactly. So it's got a little flavor to it. I get it. Like from here, it looks fine. This might be our first C tier. Just based off of the fact we still got the slanted font, right? But at least we got some motion to it. Just don't look at it too close. Don't look at it up here because you're going to be disappointed. All right, so let's rate this one. I think this is a solid C based off of what we've been seeing. Remember when we saw the Boston one and we were like, it's kind of boring, but it's still by far the best looking one. So just I was preparing you. All right, let's scroll down. Phoenix. All right, Phoenix. This is probably the best looking one we've seen so far, right? The El Valle, the Valley. I like the colors. I like it just gives a little pop to it. It's got like you feel like you're in Phoenix, desert, everything. This is kind of great, right? I mean, I love the font too. The font fits Phoenix. It feels like the Valley of the Sun. You get the orange on the side. It gives that desert sunset, Riley. You're right. And I'm just like, okay, I can work with this. I like this a lot. I like the colors. It's dark, but I like the dark with the contrast of the light. I'm into it too. I think this is our first A tier of this list. And I'll be real, there's not going to be much. There's not going to be much A tiers. I mean, I'm kind of contemplating S tier because I know it's A tier. It's good. It's good. We can always make adjustments as needed. All right. We'll leave it there. All right, next up. Let's roll down a little bit further. All right, we get into the different sizes here, so I got to adjust. Let's see. Let's slide this over. Slide this. And this is our first. This is absolutely god-awful. I don't know. I don't know where to start with this. What is this?
Bruh.
Like, whoever made this one.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich. I'm sorry. That's mean. But what are we doing here? You have the city of Atlanta. These are city edition jerseys. Back to the black. Back in black. The little font above this. You want to talk about lazy. You want to talk about something that just doesn't fit? the font size, it doesn't even match. I don't even think it matches the. Is that the same as the number font? It doesn't even look like it matches. ATL Atlanta. Atlanta is a red. They're red franchise. What's with the blue on the side? Where did the blue come from? This looks like something that you had a project last minute. Yeah, exactly. It looks like you had a project in school that you waited to the last minute and it was due the next day and you were like, I got to put something together. I got to figure this out. And you take it to your teacher, you turn it in, you don't even get the colors right, and you have a letters, ATL, along the top. This is, if there was a worse than F tier, this one would go to it. Maybe we should make a worse than F tier. Atlanta sucks. This is worse than the San Francisco or the Detroit. At least those two got the colors right. The one your mom always ran out like 8 p.m. to get poster boards for the best you can come up with in the bin. Yeah, that was brutal. I saw that. I thought it was fake. I didn't think it was a real jersey. Okay. Here, I gotta shrink this down a little bit. Okay, here we go. The story behind this one makes this worse than it is. Because I saw this. Riley. This looks like someone had too much fun with word art at Microsoft. You want to know something crazy, Riley? They commissioned a professional artist to come in and assist an artist from Brooklyn, a famous Brooklyn artist. And this is what they put together. Like, think about that. They commissioned a famous Brooklyn artist to come in and help with the design of this one. And this is what they came up with. It looks like they were going for a graffiti on brownstone and it got trash on. Yeah, I just don't understand what this is. It looks like a cheap camouflage knockoff. And I just can't get behind this. It's cartoony. Kids construction paper collage. Hometown. I think you're on point with this one. I just can't get behind this. I get that I applaud them for what they were going for with the professional artist. Yeah, it's bad. I think this is the same tier as the ATL wrong colors abomination. Yeah. I don't know what this is. So let's go ahead. Let's grade this one. I think this is fair and safe to say. I almost want to give it a D for what they were trying to do. And here's the thing. It almost has more flavor. Yeah, Hometown. They commissioned a famous Brooklyn artist to assist with this because these are city edition jerseys. And so part of me is like, oh, they tried. But then part of me is like, let's average it out. Let's give them a D. They get an A for the grade for creativity because let's just be real. Creativity was not part of Detroit, San Francisco, or Golden State, and Atlanta. It's low end D tier. Low end, 100%. So we'll give them, at least they tried something other than black, slanted font with nothing else on the jersey. So there we go. All right. Next up. Let's scroll down a little bit more. What do we got? Oh, here we go. Buzz City, the Charlotte Hornets here. Oh man, where do I start with these ones? I like the fact that they didn't. Man, this looks like something from like the early 90s. Like And the colors fit. The colors fit. I think it's not bad from a color standpoint. But this looks like something... Buzz City. It's not black. And they don't have slanted font. And they did something creative with the font. The font matches the number. And the colors are decent. They're not great. I'm not saying this looks like something from the 90s. But you know what? It's a little bit better than anything else we've seen. So, that being said, this is fun. I was a little late tonight. Little guy was fighting. Hey, all good, hometown. All good. Good to have you in. Doesn't matter whether you're early, late. Hey, we're just glad you're here. This looks like an early 2000 HTML web page that played background music and had a Sparky trail on the pointer. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, right? Is that gold striping or baby shit stripes? Yeah, I don't know. This looks like Atlantic City from the 90s. What you would expect from Atlantic City. I hate that I don't feel like this. But see, this is similar to Milwaukee in the sense that it looks great from a distance, and then you see it a little bit closer, and you're like, eh. If you've noticed the trend, we have higher rated light jerseys up here on our tier list than we do dark jerseys. All right, let's keep it rolling. Next up, we have Cleveland Cavaliers. We have, all right, let's take tally. We have slanted font, the land. They lose me with the number and they lose me with the pinstripes. They lose me with both. It's got like a Greek Roman statue kind of vibe of Greece going on with the you didn't have to do that. Leave the pinstriping alone. It looks weird. Like the color scheme. The maroon and the gold looks good. The land is fine. I like that they did the land, Cleveland. It works. I don't know. I just feel you're digging it, Riley. I just can't. It's weird to me. And then the fact that the numbers are offset. Yeah, the numbers are throwing it off a little bit. This one's not as bad as some of the others, though, that we've seen. So that being said, I think we got to safely give this one a C. Just for the fact that they stuck with the color scheme. It fits. Yeah. I mean, I would probably rank this slightly over Buzz City. And
Trying to go, okay?
hold on. Oh, what is that? What is it?
Oh, yeah.
I hold on.
Yes, brother.
Give me a second here.
Gracias.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
I have some. What is? I have weird audio coming from a web page, and I have no idea where it's coming from. Yeah, it's something's playing an ad, and I have no idea where it's coming from. Hold on. I don't even know what page. Give me a second, guys. This is crazy.
Yes, brother. Descansa. Gracias.
Oh, I see it.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that. That was awkward. If you want, maybe the baby was trying to figure out how he was feeling about these jerseys, and it wasn't exactly. Yeah, that was an adventure. All right, we're back to it though. All right, let's go back to the rankings. It's so cold out, and there you need a beanie inside. No, it was actually pretty warm today, but I kind of just been rocking the beanie today, and it was just comfy, and I was just in a good spot. I was like, let's keep rolling with it. Anyways, all right, let's dive in to the next one here. Yeah, and you know what? We might not even get to our NBA rankings tonight. We'll see. We'll see how fast we go through this. We're taking a little bit longer on the jerseys, but we're having fun with it, so we'll see. All right, let me go ahead. Let me fix this now because now our screen's all jacked. All right. Pull this out. Pull this in. All right. Oh, no. Let's see. All right. Where did we leave off? We left off on Cleveland. Oh, yeah. Cleveland. All right. So we left off on Cleveland. So that's where we're at here. There's that one. We rank that as a C. Let's get into Dallas Mavericks. Black jersey. Interesting font. It looks like something, I don't know. I like whoever was making these was playing with the fonts in Canva, probably. I don't hate it. You liking the curls and letters, yeah, it adds a little bit, but there's this looks as lazy as some of the other ones, though, right? It's a black jersey with a couple letters for the name. I mean, if we're sticking to our grading system here, this fits along with the San Francisco's, the Atlanta, Detroit, or Golden State, Atlanta, Detroit, kind of. I mean, do we put that in with... It's not bad. I just hate how lazy it is. You get points deducted for being lazy. There's nothing in Dallas. There's so many things in Dallas. It's lazy. I gotta give it. I gotta be consistent. I have to be consistent. Is that fair? Am I being too hard? D? Should it be a D? Maybe it fits with these others that like they try to do something, but it just didn't work. Maybe this would be like a D minus, F plus. Can you get an F plus? Is that a thing? All right. So let's keep going. All right. Next up. Oh, slanted font, but we have a lighter jersey here. H-Town. I mean, what are we doing? I don't understand. I don't understand. H-Town. Rockets. Houston Rockets. This looks like a jersey from the 1960s. College program from the 1960s. It's boring. It's this slanted font. The number. I mean, this looks so... H-Town, like... I can't get behind this. This might be our first light jersey that gets a bad review, an F. I'm with you. I mean, is this an F? Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten it. So, yes, it's an F. Hometown, thank you. If you had not said Houston, I would not have gotten it. That just tells you everything you need to know. I mean, it's exactly what I was talking about. Sewer tier with it. I mean, isn't Atlanta looking worse and worse? Atlanta's looking worse and worse. We'll go back and review for Hometown in case she wants to see him. Next up, let's go ahead. Let's bring up the other one again. Let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Indiana Pacers. This is on the same level. Where was it? This is on the same level as the... What was the other one that was like a kid's jersey? Like you would see like a... Oh, the Milwaukee. This is on the same level of the Milwaukee Bucks. Where this looks like a jersey you would buy like a 2 or 3 year old, those like cheap like knockoff like jerseys. I appreciate what they did with like the splatter on the side, so I'll give them some love for that. But the blue is throwing me off because the blue is not in the Indiana Pacers logo. And I don't know if that's like a throwback to like anything that they've done before. But yeah, this screams bootleg to me. I like the font and a little bit. It just looks so kiddish. This looks so kiddish. Yeah, exactly, hometown. My 5-year-old would be cute in that. Yeah. Yeah, playing on those little kids' basketball hoops, the ones that with the little inflatable balls. They were going. I don't know what it is. This, to me, I think this might fit in. This might fit in. Is this a C? I mean, if we're grading it accordingly, it fits in with the other. Maybe that's how we rank these, by the way. I like that idea, actually. So the closer they are to the letter, the better they are. So Atlanta is by far the worst. I would say H-Town, San Francisco, Detroit's bad. I think Detroit probably has to go here. Mavs, Nets is in the bottom here. Lakers is bad too. I think this ranking looks good here. I think Cleveland goes up to a high C. Milwaukee comes down here. Buzz City and then Indy. I think that's fair. All right, so we have this all sorted now. We're good to go there. Feels more on par with the Nets one. Okay. I think we have a good ranking here. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, let's keep going down this wormhole here. Oh, the Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers. The basketball is just why? This is so bad. I like the number font. That's fine. But like this doesn't have anything to do with their current numbers. Dark jersey, slanted font, once again. Another one. And we have... This looks like an old Wizards jersey. This looks like a Wizards jersey from the 1990s as well, with the weird font. Clips. What are we doing, Nike? What are we doing? Okay. This has the same energy as the homework assignment you did in 5 minutes before the class started. Boring AF. Yeah, guys, this is a trend. There's not that many good looking jerseys. Let's go ahead. Let's rate this one. Clips. The Clips. This is an F, I think, because there's zero imagination behind it. It's like, yeah, they threw in a basketball last night. Like, we need to turn this in about 15 minutes. How do we brighten this up and make it look not boring and not lazy? Let's add a little basketball for the eye. Let's dot the eye with a basketball. This is behind H-Town. I mean, I think this ATL's bad. I mean, yeah, I think this is fair. Detroit sucks. Clips. Oh, man. It's rough. Okay, next up. Let's scroll a little bit more, see what we got here. Oh, no. What are we doing? All right, so guys, in case you can't decipher the freaking lines that you're seeing, the barcode on the front of this jersey, this is Memphis. M-E-M. Memphis. And the fact that I like this is one of those you meant well. Your head was in the right spot, right? I get what you were trying to get, like, read between the lines. Memphis, M-E-M. I get it. I like the color, the gold and the black kind of pops off, and I like the white on the black. These have nothing to do with their colors, and their actual colors. It's creative, but it's creative, but and maybe that's just the theme of this. It's that's the caption for this. It's creative, ... but ... That's it. That's it. This is wreck. Terrible concept. Yeah. But this is probably better than the artistic one. I think I know where I'm going to put this one. So Memphis, I like the idea. I like the thought. And even though it's a darker one, the colors seem sleek. This kind of fits. I don't, it's a D tier. It's not a slanted font, so it gets bonus points for not being a slanted font. I think, you know what? I think you're kind of right. I think it's hard to decipher. Actually, from a distance, when you're looking at this from like a distance, it kind of looks like Memphis, MEM. I think now all of a sudden I kind of like it a little bit. Like, oh no.
Bruh.
Oh, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, eh. I saw Mew. I think we put it at the bottom of C tier. Bottom of C tier. It's like the last end of the C tier. How about that? We could come back to it. We have a couple gimme. We could go back and fix a couple of these, right? Okay. Next up. Oh no. What is that? So you have a typical Miami jersey, Miami Heat. You shrink what was normally on the jersey. The Heat text is normally on there. They just shrunk it, moved it up, and added the word culture. They kept the color scheme, which is fine. Cue Bruce Allen. The three. The fonts are bugging the shit out of me. The word culture is not okay. Why can't they be consistent with it? Dark jersey, red pinstripes. It matches Miami perfectly. I like the colors. They're fine. The fonts are killing me. And the number, I feel like the number would be better centered. Right? Why does the number have to be off to the side? The colors are the only saving grace of this one, and it's a gimme because they're the actual team colors. You can't not. All right, this is an F. This is an F. The question is, where do we put it on the F scale? Because I want to say, oh man, like between the clips, like it's not as good as H-Town. H-Town at least looks like a competent college jersey from the 80s. Clips is bad. This... oh, shit. All right, we'll drop it there. We'll drop it there in the Fs, right between Detroit and the Clips. It's just... it's just it's out of context. That's going to get clipped. Rec is probably going to clip that and just like post it, and then I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Don't do it, Rec. Don't do it. You're banned. All right. Let's keep this rolling here. Minnesota. Okay. Minnesota. Very... it's fine. Minnesota is... how does this represent the city? How... is this another one of those desert oasis where it's great from far away, but it's like really terrible up close? I mean, they have like some... it's like a dark swirl of like, dark smoke swirls. It's not basic, right? It's not basic like the others. But this is... it's fine. I like the fade. The white and the dark blue fade with the white, I think is nice. They spell we know whose team it is. The number doesn't bother me. I wish the number was maybe centered. What's up with the off-centered numbers? Why can't we just put them in the middle of the jersey? And maybe that's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking that. Yeah, maybe. I don't hate this. It's definitely got something different. Let's rate it. What do you guys think? I think maybe it's hovering. I think this kind of vaults itself to like somewhere. It's definitely better than the Buzz City and the Indy. This might be. I think it's a mid. I think you both are right, Riley and Hometown. I think it kind of. The weird part about it is like Milwaukee's from a distance looks great, but this looks better. I'll put it behind Cleveland. I think that's a safe spot. All right, let's keep going. All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on, man.
Bruh.
What are we doing? This is terrible. Like, come on, man. How are we? This is Detroit level bad. This is, you have NOLA. They tried to, switch it up with the name instead of, font is different, but like this, the neon, the color, like these colors are weird. It just, who created these? It's black. It's not slanted. It's just arched. So that's fine. I don't hate the A. The A is the most creative aspect of this entire thing. At least the number is okay. So we're gaining some traction points on the fact that the number is centered and the A looks kind of cool. All right. So then I think I know where we're ranking this one. I think NOLA goes, it's definitely better than Detroit. Not by much, though. I mean, I think this fits exactly with Detroit. It's just is this better than Detroit or worse than Detroit? I think it's better than Detroit, probably. I think it's better than Detroit. Barely better. You're right. Okay. I feel good about that. I feel good where we have that one. All right. When I said we had a train wreck coming for you guys, you didn't know we were going off the tracks like this. Oh, we're going. We're cruising. All right, let's keep it rolling. Okay. We got a little double. I wasn't joking. I was not joking. New York. So these look exactly like a typical New York jersey. If you told me that this was the city edition jersey, I would be like, you're wrong. These are the jerseys they wear literally every single day. So do we deduct, and that's the thing, it's not terrible. But the problem is these are supposed to be city edition, like new look, new feel, new everything kind of vibe to them. And they just threw out their normal jersey that they wear like on a Tuesday night. I'm just like, they added, instead of having just one layer of New York, they added a blurred vision thing of New York where it kind of looks confusing and it kind of looks like you should have 3D glasses on, right? You kind of think you should probably have 3D glasses on and looking at this and thinking it's going to pop out at you at some level. But do we deduct points for them just throwing out like a normal jersey and just adding a little bit, like one extra layer to it? Is it supposed to be something like fresh and new? So, this is a D. No. I kind of like the faint. Yeah. Like a Mets jersey. It works. It's just like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that they didn't take the energy and the effort to put something on the jersey that's not fresh and new. That's the only thing about this one. It's a great looking jersey. That's the thing. It's a good looking jersey by itself when we see it every other night in the NBA. So that's where I struggle with this one. There's no creativity put into this at all. It's the same jersey they wear every single night. Nothing's new. This is the low end C, and it makes me want to pull up. Now I want to pull up Memphis a little bit. I think Memphis slides up. This slides up. It looks better. It just... I just hate that they didn't do anything. They lose points for creativity. Let's put it above Milwaukee. They lose points for creativity. I can't do it. You don't get points for keeping the same jersey and calling it a city edition jersey. They put in slightly more effort, Riley. Slightly. The Memphis, and that's the thing that I was like, we should go back and reevaluate, because all of a sudden we're like, Memphis looks 100% better. If you were to see Memphis as the first jersey and be like, what the hell is that? That sucks. And then you go through this process, you're like, damn, Memphis is one of the best looking jerseys of the bunch. like, look, what are we doing? All right, let's keep rolling. OKC. Slanted font, dark jersey, but they added some silhouettes. I like the colors that pop a little bit. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like a truck stop. Like, you ever see, like, drive on the highway on a road trip and you're like cruising by and you see like a truck stop with all those like... That's exactly how I feel about this one. Or a KFC logo. I don't know what I hate more about this. Slanted font or the neon orange. The orange and the yellow, like, pinstripes, it's okay. I don't know. This when I look at this, it reminds me of other things outside of basketball. You said KFC. I see like a trucker stop where, you know, you're driving on a long road trip and you have to stop at this. There's a bunch of semis pulled over and sleeping in their trucks, and I don't know. I just get that vibe. If there is some level of silhouettes and shading to it. It's bright. It contrasts. Okay, let's give it a rating here. OKC. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Not as bad as the Nets. You're right. And I don't even know what the shade the silhouettes are of. So, I think this is maybe they did a little bit more than the Mavs, so I'll give them that. They're kind of no. Okay, I got it. They are mid-C. I feel like this is similar to the Denver Nuggets one, right? At the end of the first quarter, one possession game. Now it's time to live bet the Steelers. Hey, maybe I will. I think so. And all right, so we'll put it here for now because it's the same almost as Denver, right? You got a dark jersey, some light contrast with some silhouettes in the back that you can't figure out what the hell they are. But there's some potential there. We might need to adjust these a little bit at the end. All right. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to put OKC in with Denver because those are two very similar styles. And then we're going to reevaluate at the end. Okay. So let's keep rolling. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's pull this back up and keep this shit show on the road. Hello, Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have turned their jerseys into basketball jerseys. The Orlando Cowboys, not the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Dallas Cowboys. What is this? They were just like, why did they replace the A with a star? Orlando Cowboys. Dallas Stars do the same. Like, it's like, have you ever seen those social media like those accounts that throw out like if NBA jerseys were NFL, or if NBA logos were on NFL helmets, or if hockey logos were on NBA jerseys, or hockey, like those crossover things that you see in sports all the time. That's what this is. And I just don't. A hockey jersey looked like the ST Deers. Again, the spiky font. I get such cowboy vibes from this. It makes me feel weird about it. They did put some creativity into it. I don't like, because all I think about is the NFL and Dallas Cowboys, which is not what you want. Where do you? I don't know where to rank this one. This one's kind of in a league of its own. Where do you guys think this should land? Plus points for the centered numbers. True. Centered numbers, big numbers. You could still. I like the font is fine with the arch. All right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I feel kind of weird about this one. We're gonna give this one. It's going to be slightly behind the Lakers. We'll put it here, the bottom end of D tier. All right, I think that the Nets is going to own the bottom end of that D tier. No, I don't think. We'll see. All right. By the way, we are not going to get to rankings of the NBA teams unless, or I'll just throw them up real quick and we could just review them all together. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. What's with the numbers? What's with they made the city of and love, like all the different fonts. I don't know. They should have emphasized the city of love. City of brotherly love, the city of love words a little bit more in this one to make them stand out. Maybe push the up fonts, the font size, click that button up 3 or 4 notches. And I think this gets a little bit better. You have some stars on the side, you have the pinstripes, you have I don't know what it is with the pinstripes in the numbers and why there's little dots in there. So that's weird. I don't know. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's fine. I don't know what that means though. Are those bullet holes in the numbers? Yeah, I don't know. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. Porky Pig vibe. What's up, Evil? Without looking, what four NFL teams have stars in their logos? I mean, I think it's Texans, Cowboys. Texans, Cowboys. I don't know. I can't think about it right now. After this, I'll try to think and see what I can come up with. I know I got 2, but I can't remember the other ones. Patriots, Cowboys, Texans. I can't remember I'll have to think about the other one. This isn't terrible though. It's not great. You got 3 different fonts going on. Well, the numbers, I don't know. It just seems clunky. It just seems just random. And you can't make out the City of Love lettering and it. And you know what else? Philadelphia fans are mean. Like, that's another aspect of this. City of Brotherly Love with the most hardcore, mean fans in probably sports. There's no love coming from that. It doesn't match. Isn't this supposed to be City Edition? I love Lucy font. From a distance looks like brotherly and a number of bullets. Yeah, I think from a distance, this doesn't look like an oasis. From a distance, it looks like a bonfire or something. And then you get closer. The closer you get, the better it looks. This is the true oasis. All right, let's grade it. Too much time. Let's give this one... Is this the... I'm trying to figure out if it belongs in the top end of D or the bottom end of C. Oh, you think it's back here with the Nets? City of Brotherly Shove. I mean, if we're talking about funky fonts, it kind of fits with the Mavs here. But I mean, the jersey's not bad. Let's maybe put it mid D, but between the Mavs and the Lakers. Or you think after Nets? After Nets? You think the Nets is better? Okay. I'll trust you. I'll trust you. All right. I mean, I don't think I'd be that harsh on it. But I get it. I mean, I like the color schemes a little bit with it's got like a red, white, and blue kind of vibe to it. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I get it. All right. So I threw it in. I threw it in here after the Nets. So we're right in here. All right. Next up. Oh, dark jersey slanted fonts. We're back. Another one.
Another one.
Is that plaid, by the way? Did they throw plaid in this? Oh, I see. Is like the numbers are laced up on the Philly jersey. The numbers are laced up? Wait, what? The numbers are laced up. Like those are shoestrings? Okay. I can't see it. This is it. I mean, they've worn the Rip City jerseys before, so this is, you know, the plaid throws me off a little bit, and I would have loved if they would have continued with the pinstripes on the side. And this one, it's fine. The numbering is okay. Rip City, I like the font. It looks like they did like the baseball kind of like, you know, Y coming across, underlining it all, and it's like the slanted font. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think this fits kind of in the let's rate this one, see where we want to put it. Rip City. This better be for the Lakers since LA is rip. This is the Blazers. I think this fits probably somewhere on the C tier. And I think it might fit somewhere around Memphis, Milwaukee, New York-ish. My first instinct was to put it behind Memphis. I mean, I think we're somewhere in this range here. But I like it better than Buzz City and Indy. I think that, yeah. I'm digging Memphis even more too. It's weird. Isn't this weird? You thought things were going to be different when you saw those trash jerseys in the beginning, and now they're looking like the best looking ones. All right, let's continue on. We only have 5 more. 5 more. All right, Kings. This is similar to the Chicago, but they added the pinstripe. They added the stripe down the side. Now, the Nike swoosh above the Kings is kind of funky. The 10 is fine. I think this is one of the better jerseys of the bunch. They actually, but again, I don't get anything about the city itself, city jerseys, as far as like what represents the Sacramento Kings. These are different colors. But I think the fact that it's better than Chicago's with how they added the stripe in makes this a little bit better. The Kings font, yeah, the Kings font is a little strange. But this seems like an interesting jersey. It doesn't blow me away, but it's better than what some of the that's the thing. Our level of expectations has completely shifted. Normally, I would say this is it. I would say this is like one of the worst jerseys of like past years city editions. This year, oh my goodness, this is a breath of fresh air. So we're gonna put this one. I think it's gonna be. I think this one probably slants itself top of the C category. I think I mean, I think it's. Is this too high? All right, keep it hometown. Let's keep that. We're going to do that at the end. I love it. We're going to make some adjustments. Evil says C+. Okay. All right, so we're on the C+ range here for this one. I like it. All right, 4 more. Oh no.
Bruh.
Oh no! I thought the H-Town was one of the worst lighter jerseys. This looks like someone messed around in Canva for like 13 seconds, just slapped it on a jersey, and was like, "Go." There's nothing to this jersey. What is this? What's with the fonts? Why is the text arched? This is bad. This is bad. It's like so plain and basic. I'm looking at how long Nike has how much time before in the off season? How much time did they have? Or how much time and effort was put into making this jersey? Over under set at let's set the over under at 1 minute and 15 seconds. I could have my daughter go into Canva and make this jersey. Texas Saloon theme. Where do you get Texas Saloon out of this? A rec league jersey? That's a lot of actually. Yeah, that's a good point, Evil. A lot of these look like rec league jerseys. All right, let's rate it. All right, we're gonna rate this one. I mean, this is a D. I don't think there's any way around it. I think it's not better than H-Town, but oh man, these ones are so bad back here. Clippers, Heat, NOLA, Detroit, and Atlanta. I think you're right, Riley. I think it fits right there. Hometown says D. You think it's above Nets? Interesting. I think this is kind of in the same family as the Golden State Warriors up here. But like, I still like the H-Town better. So I don't know if I could put it up that high. I think this is high F for now. We'll have, how many adjustments should we have? Like three moves? 3 moves? All right. 3 more jerseys. What is this? Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors have this lightning bolts, like this is like razor wire, like barbed wire kind of vibe. Gold and black. Font's fine, numbers fine. It's whatever. Kind of plain, but like I don't know how to feel about this one. In a like I don't know if it's terrible or if it's like average at best. It's like it's right between average at best and terrible. And I don't know where to like put it in between on those. But again, it's not. I just don't understand what the 3 pinstripes are, and they're like it looks like it's ripped on the side. Like they like it went through like a buzzsaw and kind of ripped up the jersey a little bit. It's got the Zenith Electronics vibe. Yeah. Basic fonts, awful coloring, ugly stripes. Yeah, the stripes are weird. Okay, let's rate it. Added a little creativity, but not by much. Oh man, is this a D minus? Is this kind of at the bottom ends of D, or is it kind of? I feel like it's kind of weird. We don't know how to feel about it. Kind of somewhere around the nets. Maybe a little bit above the nets. And again, we can make a couple lowest D. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, lowest D. Notice how many A's and B's we have, guys. Notice how many A's and B's we have. It's terrible. We'll scroll through it one more time for you, Evil. Let's scroll down a little bit more. All right. Utah. This is the breath of fresh air that I didn't think we needed. Slanted font. But you have some mountains in the background. You have the faded. You have the colors. This fits. This is probably one of the better jerseys we've seen all night. I mean, let's face it. This is kind of what I figured Denver would probably try to do. And they mountains stand out. Like, yeah, I feel like the fading of the mountains, you can actually see the mountains. That's a good aspect of it too, right, Riley? I mean, I don't even this is after all the jerseys we've rated already. I don't know where to put this. So, I mean, I think this is up here. I think it's better than Boston's. I think still the Suns is the best. I think Utah's is probably all right. We got to adjust these top 3 here. We'll do that at the end. All right, last one. And then we're going to do... I'll show Evil a couple of the jerseys as well, and we'll go through it. So cool. What is this? The Washington Wizards. I almost don't even...
Bruh.
This looks like a college, like a high school, project gone wrong. There's stars only on one side, only on one. You have the awkward stripe across. Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah, with the font, you can get that vibe. Middle schoolers collage. I want this in the King. The colors are strange. You have the two-toned like dark, the black and like the light black and the dark black. It's creative. I get it. It's interesting. The fonts, you can't read the font. District of Columbia. The font is strange, like how that relates back. The number 1, the colors, there's too many weird colors going on. You have the two-tone black. I struggle with this a lot. Yeah, just keep it DC. You're right. This is a wild card because I don't know. I think I hate this one, like, a lot. All right. District of Columbia. I don't know. That's bad. That's bad. Honestly, it's, I mean, I think this is in a similar spot as Detroit, but it's a little bit better because it has a little bit of flavor and a little bit of, but they like tried too hard. I think for me, I think it's down here. All right, let's go back up real quick. I'll show everybody the jerseys real quick, a rapid fire, and then we're going to make our adjustments as needed. So let's go ahead and get back into this and go all the way back to the top. And I'll show everybody each and every single jersey. And we're going to go through it rapid fire, like I said. All right, here's Boston. Not bad. Chicago. Chicago looks all of a sudden like one of the better jerseys. Nuggets. Can't see the mountains. Not great. A lot of numbers. Weird. Detroit. There's not even an eye on the Detroit. And it's just a weird font, slanted font. Chicago's on brand, yeah. San Francisco. This is Golden State. Golden State Warriors. With the little like line below, which is weird. Has that little line. Don't forget the line when you're evaluating. Los Angeles Lakers look so busy and weird, and the Los Angeles above the top is just strange. Weird. Milwaukee. This one looks great from afar until you get up close and it looks like something you would buy your like 5-year-old or your 4-year-old, at like, like a Russell Athletic kind of like basketball jersey. It looks better from afar. It's the Oasis jersey. It makes it look like Milwaukee spelled it wrong. This is the best one by far. I don't think it's even debatable. The Suns jersey, the colors, the pop. You get the vibe of the desert, the valley, La Valle. It looks great. Swimsuit Milwaukee. Here's ATL. The crazy part is, and we were saying this earlier, ATL's colors are red. What's with the blue? What are we doing? And then you just threw in lowercase font that doesn't match. One's bold and one's not bolded. And what? Yeah. Not great. Not great. Here's the Nets. This is where I think you came in, hometown. This is where they had the professional artist from Brooklyn come in and assist on this one, unfortunately. Buzz City. Like the deep sea of Atlantis or Atlantic City in the 90s. Cleveland. Got like a Roman Empire trim going on. The numbers don't match up with each other. But like the colors. Mavs. Outside of the font, this is probably could be one of the worst jerseys in here. If it wasn't, the saving grace of this is the fact that they put swirls in the M and the S. Like that's it. H-Town. Looks like a college jersey from like the 80s. The chain stripes in the Cleveland bothers me. Yeah. Yeah. So you get baseball vibes from the H-Town. H-Town it's just so bland. And then Indy splatter, but this is like that. This is another kid's 4-year-old Russell Athletic basketball rec jersey. This one, they just threw clips on there. It looks awkward. They're like, we need to spice this up. Let's throw a basketball for the eye. Awful. Memphis all of a sudden looks like one of the cooler jerseys. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's see which jersey you guys think is going to be moving up. Let's take a look at our rankings and let's make some adjustments here. I think this goes up to S tier. There's nothing better than this. I honestly think Utah moves up to A. Boston is in a tier of B by itself. Memphis goes higher. I agree. I think Memphis almost vaults itself. Memphis is kind of a dark horse here. And I think Memphis may be going up to the Bs. Memphis goes up to the Bs. I'm pretty satisfied with a lot of these guys in here. I think Chicago moves up to a C. I think I'm all of a sudden liking Chicago a little bit better than some of these. I think Chicago kind of pops in here. I don't like where the number placement should have been somewhere a little bit higher, but I get it. So I think we move Chicago up here. I almost think, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these Buzz Cities and Indies. Maybe these drop a little bit and we swap out. Oof. I don't know if I could put Indy as a C. I don't know. And even then, I think Indy drops a little bit. Maybe above the Mavs. I think these both. Does Buzz City stay? Buzz City might stay. OKC, Denver in the top end of the tiers. Toronto. What's up, Brandon? How we doing? Orlando is a weird one with the Orlando Cowboys. I think we fixed it. Do we fix this? Is this fair? Nuggets, OKC, Indy, Mavs. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's better than... Okay, let's do that. That's it. All right, let's lock it in. There it is. Those are our rankings. And we're sticking to it. So that's what we're doing tonight, guys. Thank you for going through these awful jerseys. There's only the top 4 look fine. Actually, you know what? I kind of feel like, no, Kings. No, we're leaving it. We're leaving it. That's it. I feel like we're good. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you being here tonight. And the Denver numbers are 5,280, 5,280 feet above sea level. So they added that in as the jersey, and that's just kind of how that works. So what's up, Pump? How we doing? And yeah, so 5,280. But it's just too many numbers on the jersey. It's just way too many numbers. It's weird. So it is what it is. So yeah. We'll get to the rankings. We'll get to our power rankings. I think we needed... I was going through them earlier, and I think we need another week to get a true power rankings, because we have some weird some teams that are playing some weird basketball right now, and so, you know, we'll get to those next week. Anyways, that being said, thank you for being here on a Thursday night, keeping me company here. It was a lot of fun going through these, and we'll have some more NBA content for you next week. Thanks for the last. Anytime. I got you. Well, we're just relaxed on stream here, having a good time. So appreciate that. I'm glad you guys had fun. And we're definitely going to do it a little bit more often moving forward.